Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. In my previous video last week, I talked about the awareness of the emotional matrix. Today, I'm going to talk about how the emotional matrix control you through your emotions. You are not controlled by force. You are controlled by emotion you were never taught to understand. Example, fear, guilt, shame, the need to belong. These emotions quietly guide you every day. And most of the time, you don't even know about it. You don't notice. This is how the matrix really works. So when we think about control, we imagine the authority, the rules, the pressure, but the most effective one is the subtle one. It doesn't tell you what to do. It just shapes what you feel allowed to do. For example, if fear decides your choice, if guilt dictates your boundaries, if shame defines your worth, then something else driving your life. Think about it. And that's what is emotional conditioning. We don't realize it because we don't pay attention to that. It's like part of our habits. So let's talk about the main emotions that keeps people trapped. The fear, for example. Fear keeps you in survival mode. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. Fear narrows your visions. It makes safety more important than the truth. Guilt, the guilt teaches you to betray yourself politely. For example, how many times you just say, oh, I should have said no, or others needs me more. I owe them. Yes. Guilt keeps you available all the time. Guilt keeps you available even when it costs you your peace. So now let's go to the shame. Shame attack your identity. Something is wrong with me. I'm too much. I'm not enough. So either sometimes I take too much space. Maybe I should, try to be quiet. So shame makes you hide, shrink, and silence yourself. You're afraid to raise your hands. Now, the emotion of need to belong is as powerful as the fear, I would say. It makes people abandon themselves just to stay connected. You just do things just to be sure to be in that group. So the matrix doesn't isolate you. It teaches you to stay always, always connected, always at all cost. So even if you don't want to go, in certain event, you need to go because there will be certain people over there that you need to belong. So you see, I will give you different way that emotional control you in certain situation. For example, you set some boundaries, but you feel the need to over-explain yourself. I cannot go to your event and then you start explaining and explaining and explaining. You apologize for existing. Or sometimes you stay in a relationship that drains your energy. It could be a social relationship, emotional, personal, intimate relationship. That's where your emotional are control. You want to stay in those relationships. You want to over-explain your boundaries. If you say no, you should stick to no, not with no explanation. You fear being misunderstood more than being dishonest. So you might be called that you try to be kind, I'm being kind, but kindness doesn't mean you don't respect yourself. As soon as you stop respecting yourself, you abandon yourself. So the matrix is driving your life. Now you're asking maybe yourself, okay, I need to free myself from all that. But to free yourself from that, you need to learn to read your emotions. What should I do? No, sorry, instead of asking, what should I do? Ask yourself, what I'm feeling right now. Is this emotion an old one or a present one? Is this reaction protecting me or limiting me? Because in the example of fear is normal. It's usually to protect yourself. But now is that fear is limiting you to create, to achieve what you really want. That's when you need to free yourself from that fear. Because you need to understand that emotions are not your enemies. Emotions are there to give you the information that you need to check. Because some people think being emotional is a weakness. No, it's there to tell you, to give you information about you, about what you are feeling. So when you understand them, they are not controlling you anymore. And that's the goal, for the emotion not controlling your life, to be able to expand, to be able to be free. So what you can do every day, instead of responding, you can just, okay, wait a minute, let me ask myself something. What emotion is driving me, or is driving this situation? Where do I feel it in my body? If I wasn't afraid, what would I choose in this situation? So you are not forcing, you are not trying to fix anything, you're just observing, just bring awareness. So that single pulse might help you to see if the emotion is controlling the situation, or you are resisting. You will be able to use discernment, because you learn to know your emotions. When you do it, is it because you want to belong? Is it because you are afraid of something that will limit you to expand, to create, to achieve what you want? So I think people need to start to pay attention on their emotions. That will help you to free yourself. Because the matrix survives through your emotional confusion. If you are confused, the matrix will still there. Clarity will dissolve it naturally. So that's what I wanted to share with you, because you will hear more and more you need to free yourself from the matrix, from the outside one. But to do that, you need to free yourself from the emotional matrix that is within you, that has been within us for as long as we've been, I would say, born. It's a conditioning, it's a habit that we've been programmed to do. So now we need to learn to break that Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If this resonates with you, you are struggling, you are going through what I've just mentioned, don't hesitate to comment below the video, like the video. If you know someone who's going through this, share the video. And until next time, take care of yourself and thank you for being here.